Hey everybody, welcome to Wreath Wednesday. Come on in and say hello. Alright, so tonight I am doing my gingerbread wreath kit. So I'm going to show you all what you get in the kit, then I'm going to show you how I put it together. Hello everybody, welcome. Sorry if I don't catch you all by name. I do see the names scrolling over there. So in the kit you get a choice of signs. You get either this sign here, sorry about the glare. So this is the Gingerbread Bakery, and if y'all voted about a week or so ago, I put the signs up and let you all decide which ones, but the vote was split 50-50, so I just went ahead and got both signs, and you get to choose which one you want with your kit when you purchase the kit. So there's the first one, and then here's the second one, and this is the fresh baked cookies. It's got the little gingerbread men over here. They both have gingerbread men on it, but this is the more traditional red and green. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep that glare off of it. And then you have this one here. So I'm going to put both signs on and show you how the wreath looks with both of them at the end of this. But when you pick, you get one or the other. You don't get both signs. These are listed in my Etsy shop right now. You can find that at wreathdecorbydawn.com. And that'll pull up the kit and it shows you everything that you get in it. So you're going to get two 10-yard rolls of the mesh. So here's one of the rolls. I've already cut this one up. This is like a jute mesh. It's not the plastic mesh. It's a really nice jute, and then the green in it is the mesh, regular plastic mesh. So we're going to get two 10-yard rolls of that. You're going to get a full 10-yard roll of the gingerbread ribbon. And this is with the natural background. You get a full 10-yard roll of that. You're going to get 5 yards of this candy cane, red and green peppermints. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I will go back and see everybody who said that they were new. I'm just trying to show everybody what comes in the kit before we get started. We get 5 yards of this red and white striped candy cane. I call it candy cane ribbon. This is a 1.5. And then you're going to get 5 yards of this red and natural plaid with the gold trim. It's got gold thread running through it. And then you also will get 3 yards of this candy cane, red with the candy canes. I guess I can go this way with it. You get 3 yards of this. This will go in your bow. Okay? So that's what you're going to get there. You're going to get all your pipe cleaners. You're going to get enough to do your frame, which you will get the frame with it. You'll get enough pipe cleaners for that and for your sign. You will get 2 candy picks. That has the little peppermint, the little ball, has all these different pieces on it. You will get 2 of those. And then this is the best part right here. You get 1 pick with these 3 gingerbread men on it. They are highly glittered, as you can tell. Let me get a little closer maybe. They're so cute. The light is just shining right on them. But those are cute, so you can pull these off, clip these off, and use them in the wreath, and we're going to do that. And then you're also going to get this little gingerbread ornament that you can add in as well. So I think I got everything here. And I'm going to put my camera down, and we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how I put it together, okay? All right, so here's the wreath frame you're going to get. It'll be either green or silver, because I have both from the Dollar Tree. Thank you, Sherry. I did see that. I'm sorry I haven't messaged you yet, but I did see that. Thank you so much. Sherry bought 2 kits today. All right, so I've already cut up the ribbon and part of the mesh. I've got my 18 ties on here. I do have a video on my YouTube that I will link in this video, so when you go back to watch it, if you buy the kit to do it, that'll have how I put these together, okay? So you don't have to, and it's also in the instructions. You'll get written instructions. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If y'all wouldn't mind hitting that share button down there, I would really appreciate that tonight. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the last piece of the mesh. My mat is 24 inches, so I need to measure out the 24 and then go to the 6. And I got my roller here. And we're going to cut that off. So that's the last piece I needed. So we cut these at 30 inches tonight, okay? Now you can cut them at 30 or you can cut them at 36. I give you instructions on how to do both. And I also give you instructions on how to do the woodland ruffle and the regular ruffle. So if you're new to wreath making or you've never made a wreath before and you buy this kit, you'll know exactly how to do it, not only by watching the video, but by getting the written instructions. So then I did 30 inches, so I still have, I had one 24-inch piece left on the first roll, and then I've got about a quarter of this roll left as well. Hello, welcome. Hey everybody. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the mesh. We're going to do regular ruffles tonight. I'm going to get my thing out of the way here. And again, this mesh is jute, so it's not a flimsy fabric mesh or anything like that. It's a really good mesh. And again, these kits are listed. Thank you for sharing. These kits are listed in my shop. And you can find that at wreathdecorbydawn.com. So I'm just going to ruffle right up the center. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to start on my top and I'm going to put it right in the tie. And give it a good twist. Hello, Rhea. And then we're going to fan it out because I want it to look nice and full. And then as we put these in, they're all going to, of course, get scrunch up together. Hey, Josh. I got that thing yesterday for you. All right, so I got to move my mesh over here because I keep wanting to go to my right to reach for it. So I might as well just put it over here on my right. Okay, wow, that seemed like a mouthful. So how's everybody doing? Are y'all doing good this week? I am still exhausted. We had a very busy 10 days, the last 10 days. As some of you know, my mom celebrated her 75th birthday. My sisters flew in to surprise her a week ago Sunday. And then from there, we had a whole bunch of other surprises for her. My sisters took her to Savannah last week on Wednesday to visit my nephew and his wife who had just moved there. And while they were doing that, I was getting things ready for the party that we had for her on Saturday. 30-inch cuts. Yes, ma'am. I did do 30-inch cuts on this one. You can do 30 or 36. I did 30. So then they came back on Thursday, and we went out to dinner for my mom's birthday. And what they didn't know, or what my mom didn't know, was that I had picked my niece up on Thursday evening from the airport. She flew in to surprise my mom from California. So we went in to dinner and sat down at the table, and my niece was waiting in my car till we got settled in. And then she came into the restaurant with some flowers and walked up to our table and asked if she could sit with us and surprised my mom. And I have all these videos. I just haven't put them up yet. Hey, Susan. So I'm going to put up a montage of all these videos because we surprised her several times. So then on Friday, the nephew and his wife that they went down to see in Savannah actually came up Friday afternoon and surprised her again. That she didn't know they were going to be coming. And then later on Friday night, my other nephew flew in from Alabama and his girlfriend, and they surprised her. We were all sitting around the dining room table. My mom had her back to the doorway, and my nephew just walked in and sat down next to her at the table, and it took her a second to realize he was there. So again, we surprised her. I don't think she could have taken any more surprises. I think we sprung enough on her the whole week, but it was a really nice week. We had everybody here for once. Everybody on my side of the family was here to celebrate her 75th. My sister made t-shirts for everybody, so we were all wearing t-shirts that said Nana's 75th birthday, and then on the back they had put on the birth order for all of us. So it was a really special day. So we're all still recovering from that excitement. It was a weekend of partying. Sorry, I had an ant over here crawling around on my stuff I had to get rid of. So yeah, it was a busy week. Busy weekend. But I will get those videos up so that y'all can see all the surprises we did for her. And then my other nephew came in Saturday night from South Carolina. And my kids were here, my grandkids were here. My son and his family were here. They live nearby, so everybody was here. We had the whole gang together for the first time in a very long time. There's always somebody missing from the crowd. Last year we would have all been together, but my son and son-in-law weren't able to go to, or not last year, the year before, went to go to a wedding when my nephew got married. So it's been a while since we've all been together, so. Hey Carmen. We just started. I'm doing my Gingerbread Wreath kit. This is available in my shop at wreathdecorbydawn.com. I have this kit, and I also still have a couple of the patriotic kits left. Those have been selling as well. It was a very good time. Yes, my mom had such a good time and was so surprised and so oh, I can't think of the word. It just made her feel really good that we all were able to be together and celebrate her birthday, and she wasn't expecting it, which was really nice. She had no clue what was happening. So it was a long time in the making, and we all had to keep it very quiet for a really long time. So I'm surprised that none of us, spilled the beans. But she had a really good time. So we had a lot of food, which I'm still trying to get rid of, because I make way too much food for these things, but I'd rather have too much food than not enough. So we usually eat good a couple of days after these kind of things because I make so much stuff. And then everybody left out on Sunday and Monday. So Monday I took my niece. She was the last one to leave. She left out of our little airport nearby. And we left so early in the morning, and I was busy helping her grab her suitcase and that. I left without my house keys and locked myself out of my house. Luckily, my mom was home, so I just called her up and said, hey, can you unlock the front door for me? My mesh is cut at 30 inches. With this kit, you get enough to cut it at 30 or 36. You also get instructions on both. If you just joined, I can give you all a recap of what all comes in the kit if you'd like. Or if you want to check it out at wreathdecorbydawn.com, it lists everything on there. So then after I got home and got in the house, oh, darn it, just knocked everything over. I went out to put something in the mailbox and didn't unlock the door all the way and locked myself out again. And this time I didn't have my phone with me. So Monday was a little bit of a crazy day after everything going on over the weekend. Whole day. And then I had to... I want to thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. If you're new to my page, give it a like and a follow, and please tell me that you're new and where you're from, and I will give you a welcome when I get done with my live. I like to go back and welcome everyone individually. We like to see where everyone is from when they join us. So I'm putting these on the bottom now. Yeah, it was something. So I started on the top and I did my ruffles 30 inches, but you do get enough to do 36 if you choose. So this is my gingerbread wreath kit. If you just joined me, I am showing them how I put this together. So this mesh is a jute mesh with red and green. You can tell by all the fibers flying around. So anyway, you get two 10-yard rolls of mesh. You're going to get one 10-yard roll of gingerbread ribbon. And then you're going to get 5 yards of the other ribbons that go in the wreath. And you will also get 3 yards of an accent ribbon for your bow. So you're getting a lot of stuff in this kit for the price. I tried to keep the price as low as I could, but still add, as many nice things as I was able to, so that it would be a nice Christmas wreath, to make. And you do get your choice of sign. There are 2 signs to choose from. Hey Trish. So here are the 2 signs that you get to choose from. The one is the Gingerbread Bakery. The other is the Fresh Baked Cookies. You can choose from either one of those signs when you purchase the kit. Sorry, I got fibers up my nose. You're going to get 10 yards of this gingerbread ribbon. So that gives you plenty of ribbon to do your bow and your wreath, and then some left over. You get 5 yards of this candy cane ribbon, 5 yards of this candy cane ribbon, the red and white stripes, 5 yards of the plaid, which is the red and natural with gold thread in it, and then this is the one you get 3 yards of for your bow. You're also going to get this gingerbread pick with the 3 gingerbread men on it that you can cut them off and use them in your wreath. You're going to get 2 candy picks with the peppermints. You're going to get this little gingerbread ornament, your frame, and 26 pipe cleaners, along with the signs that I showed you, whichever one you choose. Sherry, which one did you choose? Did you choose the white one, the Gingerbread Bakery one? I thought that's what I saw. I may be wrong. Sherry bought 2 kits today, so... And I cut these at 30 inches. My frame is a 14-inch from the Dollar Tree. I did go yesterday, though, to my neuro appointment. And they're finally going to do the nerve test for my hand, so we're moving a step closer. He says, yeah, that's definitely carpal tunnel. I said, well, gee, didn't know that. He said, it's taken all this time for, nobody's ever suggested you have the nerve test. And I said, no, they haven't. They've tried everything else. They want you to do the therapy and all that first. And I had to wear the brace and see if that would help. And, it's a process to get to this point. So, and he understood once I explained to him about the insurance and that. So, all right, that was our last piece. So here is our base. So look at that. Nice full wreath. Beautiful mesh. So we're going to go ahead and put our ribbon tails on. I've already cut them and dovetailed them. They are all cut at 12 inches. And again, all instructions come with the wreath. Hey, Rachel. I loved your wreath that you did with Jack and Sally. All right, so I'm going to put the peppermint candies with the red plaid. And I'm going to put the candy stripes with the gingerbread. So I spent a lot of time picking out all of these things for this wreath. It drove Susan crazy at Sims when I was trying to get it all together. I had taken pictures of everything I wanted the week before. Yeah, the insurance company just, they want me to go through all these different things first before they do surgery, which is, I get it, but, how long do I have to wait, really? Hey, Ty. But anyway, it's been going on for a long time. But anyway, we're getting a step closer. So now I'm just going to, on the 14th, I have the nerve test. And then after that, we'll do the follow-up. And then I can, hopefully, they'll give me another referral for the surgeon. Thank you. This all comes in a kit. They are listed on my page. And this video will be available for you if you purchase this to watch anytime. It'll be here, and then an edited version will be on YouTube. So I'm starting on the bottom, and we're just going to alternate these ribbons in the ties. Hey, Joy. So I'm just scrunching them up. They're cut at 12 inches. And if you want to see any of the stuff that's in the kit, you can see that on my business, or in my shop, excuse me, at wreathdecorbydawn.com. That's where you'll find everything listed. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. And Susan is putting in some information for you all too. Thank you, Susan. So you have enough ribbon to do all your ties and a bow. So we will be doing a bow. Thank you. So what's everybody got going on this week? Anything good? Anybody doing anything this weekend? You got your pancake wreath finished? That's awesome. I haven't done a pancake wreath. I don't know. I just have a problem with doing... I need them to be nice and big and full. But I have seen some beautiful ones, that's for sure. I just like doing the big full ones. Does the kit come with the wire ties? It sure does. How many wire ties would you like? For you, I will give you as many as you'd like. Smart Alec. I just have to tell y'all, Susan and I had the best time together. I wish so much that we lived closer. I miss all the ladies from the retreat. We had such a good time. Welcome, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for watching tonight. If you're new, don't forget to tell me where you're from. Yeah, I'm done with fall too. Usually, this is usually the end of September is usually the last of it for me anyway. But and I usually get a jump on Christmas because I do Christmas in July, so I already have some Christmas, but I didn't get as much fall done as I had wanted, but it's okay. I think I had more custom orders this year than I have had in previous years too. And then too with the group, you know, I have a lot of stuff that I do with our group, so. Yeah, I know a lot of people do have that issue with the wreaths, the fuller wreaths between the door and the screen. I don't have a screen on my house, so I don't tend to think about that, but my daughter does, so I usually have to do either something thinner for her, or you have to hang it on the outside of the screen. All right, one more on the bottom. I want this one here. Yeah, well, we had so much going on this month, it's no wonder we're behind. It's been a busy month. September has been a very busy month for me. I'm not complaining because I loved every minute of it. Didn't you like those double navy wreaths? Oh, those came out really good. I was surprised that I thought about changing it a little bit, but that's what she wanted, so that's what she got. I would have liked to have put some more navy in it. But I think it came out pretty good for not having, you know, a lot of the navy in it. I do too. I don't like to see a wreath smushed between the glass. I would rather see it on the outside of the glass than to be in between the doors. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. They went out today, so hopefully she will get them very soon. They were only going to Florida, so she'll get them soon, and I'll find out how she likes them in person, because, you know, pictures never do them justice. You are not late at all. I am doing my gingerbread wreath kit tonight. No, I'm not skipping. I'm just alternating the ribbons. So I'm putting them in every tie, but I'm alternating the patterns. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kathy. New from Iowa, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Yeah, we couldn't get she wanted the navy blue legs, but I have not seen anybody make those. You can get the white legs, but they were sold out. So she wanted to go ahead and just go with the camouflage. So in order to keep the camouflage, we just left the tan on there instead of adding the blue. Oh, let's see, I need this one. But yeah, if Susan hadn't found the signs for me at her Hobby Lobby, I wouldn't have been able to even do the signs because everybody online was sold out or they wanted an outrageous amount for the sign. Susan, are you still tearing that bow apart? Is that the same bow you've been tearing apart for 2 days now? You did order that. I did see that tonight. Thank you, Joanne. I will get that out to you tomorrow. Oh, this wire's coming out. Let me push it back in. Thank you so much. It has been a very busy week and I'm trying to get caught up on everything. Alright, we got, oh, we already did that one. We got to do this one. We've got 2 more ribbons to go and then we'll put the sign on. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kathy. Ask Susan, it took me forever to get it all together. I think I drove her crazy doing it. Oh no, I'll get them out. I will get them out tomorrow. I have that one and then 2 of these kits going out tomorrow. I had 2 wreaths today. And of course my needles, they keep me busy too. Those plastic needles that we use to put the signs and that on, those things are very popular in my shop, so those keep me busy too. You know what? That happens, Patty. It just happens. It depends on the placement of your ties. But it happens to me a lot too. Now this one, I'm looking to see because I'll say it and then it'll probably end up being true, but this one looks like they're pretty good. Yeah, there's only just this one and that one and that one that are the same. But yeah, it's not a big deal. Nobody notices it but us. But it does happen. Oh, did you, Joanne? Well, it will be there for you if you need it too. Yep, you can always put a bow to hide it. Yep. All right, so there is our ties, our ribbon tails, I should say. Those are all cut at 12 inches. And that way you can see plenty of the mesh Now, if you want to cut them longer, you can, but you just won't have as much for your bow. How do you set your price range? Diana, if you want to message me, I can give you that information. Actually, Nicole, the ones that Becky has, she got from me. Yes, they're the same. They were gifted to her by a mutual follower of hers and mine, and that's how she got them, and she talks about them on her lives. But yes, they are the same needles. They're these right here. You get a pack of 3 for $5. That's includes your shipping. That's everything, $5. And they help quite a bit. All right, so on this kit, like I said, you get your choice of signs. You can either have the bakery sign. Whoops, I'm trying to keep the glare off of it, guys. There we go. I know that's a pain, but my lights are very bright in here for lives. So this is one sign. This is the other sign. So you can choose which sign you want. But I'm going to show it to you with both signs tonight. I'm not putting them both on together, but I will show you individually the signs on there. But you will choose which sign you want. And I am just nailing, stapling, whatever you want to call it, this rope down that comes with it for hanging. I don't take it off, I just staple it on the back. And then we're going to attach the pipe cleaners. You're going to get enough pipe cleaners for your signs as well as your frame. And again, these kits are in my shop already. One of these days, I'm going to get a different stapler that doesn't shoot out multiple staples. My husband bought me an electric one, but using it for this is probably be too loud. Don't know why it does that. The signs came from my wholesaler, Sims Pottery. But you could probably get them on Craft Outlets or the Wreath Shop. So I just fold the pipe cleaner at the end a little bit. I like to put plenty of staples in it to make sure it does not come off of the sign. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other one so I can show it to you as well. So you'll see what both of them look like on here. And I'm just hammering down the edges that stick up a little bit. Yep, I sent her a sign as a thank you, and she did. I saw that. She posted a picture of it, that she made it the other night. I sent her one of the signs as a thank you because she talks about my needles, and lots of her followers have ordered them. And I just felt that saying thank you wasn't enough, so I wanted her to have a nice little sign to use. But I saw her put the picture up today. It was beautiful, the sign or the wreath that she made with it. All right, there's our signs. I could have done that beforehand, but I wanted to show you all how I do it. So I use 1/4" staples so they don't go through. So you can see there's nothing going through my sign. He's catching up on some work. He's going to be busy from here out through the end of the year because of him, because of his job. They are a lifesaver, Nicole. I will show you how we use them in just a second. So anyway, this is the Gingerbread Bakery sign, and then this is the Fresh Baked Cookies sign. So I'm going to use this one first. And I'm not going to put anything else in my ties, so we can go ahead and fold these down. I will cut them off later. But in order to save time, I won't make y'all sit here and watch me do that. So we will just bend them down for now, and then I'll go back and cut them later. All right, let me fluff out the center. Make sure all of my mesh is up. And we're going to put the sign almost center. I'm going to leave some room because I'm going to put a bow down here. I will, Susan. I'll tell them both. So my sign is up just a little bit. No, I didn't get to see her last night. Most of the time I have to catch her replays. I don't get to see her live very much anymore. Alright, so we're just gonna, here's the needle. So they come in a pack of 3. They're random colors, so you won't get necessarily the same colors that I use. But, because they come in all different colors, and I just put randomly 3 of them in a bag and send them. Alright, so my sign is gonna go up here a little bit. We could even do it crooked if you wanted. Let's do that. Let's do it a little crooked. Everybody else does straight. Let's be crooked. And then you just take your needle, put your pipe cleaner on the end of it, and pull it right straight through. So if you fight with putting signs on, it goes in that easy. So there's one. And I'm going to come over here and do this other one. Just put it on the end of it here, fold it over, and go right down into your mesh. Straight through. Pull it tight, not too tight though, and it's in. And then just wrap your pipe cleaner around your frame. Don't wrap it around your mesh, wrap it around your frame. I probably will have to increase the price on some of them because the post office is going to be yep, you can use those same needles. That's what these are. They're the same kind of needles. You can use them for crocheting to tie off your ends. Knitting, they do the same thing. Weaving needles, but these are the plastic ones. These are a little bit longer than the ones you find like at Walmart. These are almost 4 inches long. I think the ones you get at Walmart are, you get a pack of 2, and they're only 3 inches long. But the post office, if you guys didn't know this already, you need to be aware, starting October, I want to say it's going to be 14th, but I could be wrong. It may be sooner. All the shipping carriers are going to be raising their prices from now to the end of the year. And they do it every year because of Christmas, obviously, the holiday season and the shopping. So just be aware that you're going to see prices on other things going up a little bit as well to compensate for that. So don't be shocked when you see that some of your prices going up. And you need to adjust your shipping prices as well, because it's going to cost you more and you're going to end up getting charged for that. So if you sell, make sure you adjust your prices too. That's just my tip for the day. I know, they are a blessing, I'm telling you. They make it so much easier to put on your signs and attachments, especially if you're using the thin floral wire to attach things. Like if you have to put on an embellishment of some kind, it makes it so much easier because you can go right through the mesh and not have to fiddle with it, try and work it in there. And some people are pretty good at doing that. I'm not, so I use the needles. All right, so I'm tacking that on temporarily. It's in place. It's not going anywhere. And then we're going to go ahead and make a bow. All right, so in the kit, like I said, you get enough to make your bow. I'm going to plug in my glue gun real quick so we can put on the gingerbread men. Let me get that going here while I'm making a bow. So I'm going to move this out of the way. All right, so with the ribbon, you get, hey sissy, you get, like I said, you get 10 yards of this roll here. You get a whole roll of the gingerbread, so you're going to have plenty of that. You get 3 yards of this as an accent for your bow. You get a total of 5 yards, so you're going to use probably half of it on your ribbon tails and the rest on your bow. Here's the other one. This is the plaid with the gold trim. And then the candy canes and the peppermints. Yep, and I'll show you once I get done. I'll take this sign off and we'll put the other sign on so you can see it both ways. Let me get my needle out of the way so I don't lose it. But you can get those needles in my shop as well. Those are at wreathdecorbydon.com. $5. That includes your shipping. All right. So we're going to start with the gingerbread on the bottom. And I'm going to make some long tails on this. So I'm probably going to do a 12-inch tails. We're going to gather it up. Can y'all see? If you have any trouble seeing, let me know. You can make the bow on a bow dabber too. Yeah, I'm showing the bow making skills. I just think it's funny that so many people get excited when I make a bow live. But for me, I don't, because I feel like I take forever to make them. And I'm so finicky about them. Now, I'm not going to worry about the direction of my gingerbread men and women because, well, I just don't have time for that, to be honest with you. And I'm not very good at making bows by hand yet, so it takes me long enough to do it with a bow maker. I do 5-inch loops. To me, it just looks better. Even though it's only a ½ an inch, 6 inches just looks way too big for a loop. So I do 5, and I'm going to do 2 loops on each side with this ribbon. So putting it in and I'm twisting it. It took me forever to learn how to use this bow maker. I had it for a long time, tried it once and I couldn't get it. Threw it in a closet until I started making wreaths, and then I pulled it back out again and started using it, and for whatever reason this time it was easier to use. Alright, so we've got our 2 loops on this side. So this bow maker is one of the, I think it's almost one of the originals. I think it's like the second, I'm not sure if it's the second production of the when she made them. Not positive, but I've had it a very long time. So 4 loops, 12-inch tails. So I did 18 ties at 12 inches, and we just did 4 loops, which this is probably 2-3 yards, 2.5, 3 yards of ribbon. Maybe 2.5. And you still have plenty of ribbon on there to use for another project. You could probably get another wreath out of this roll. Night, Kathy. Thank you for joining me. Alright, so there are our 4 loops. Then we're going to add in the red. You get 3 yards of this. And it is a satin, but it's a really nice thick satin. It's not that flimsy paper thin satin. And then it has the candy canes on it. So we're going to do 12-inch again. And we're going to go down a 1/2 inch to 5 on this one. Night, Trish. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Have a good night. I know that 4:30 comes early. Let's see, we got enough here. We could do 4 loops of this one as well. Trish was another wreath maker I got to meet at the retreat, her and Rhea, and they both live here in North Carolina as well. So one of these days we all need to get together and meet up. We pretty much got the whole state covered. Oh, I hope not. I hope not, Carmen. I hope everything will be okay. Alright, so that is 4 loops of the red, and you still have some of that left over, so if we wanted to, we could add it in the bow again, just to make it a fuller bow. Welcome from California. What part of California are you from, Tina? I grew up there. So you still have this left here. You could probably get 1 more loop for each side out of that. We're going to use our candy cane and peppermint ribbon. Napa area. Well, I'm from Southern California. But welcome to my page. Please give it a like and a follow. We are here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. This one I'm going down another 1/2 inch, so it's 4.5. So the loops would be 4.5 inches. And with this one, we probably will only get, maybe, we might be able to get, we'll see. Let's see, 4.5. We might be able to get two more. Let's try. Yeah, those fires have been terrible out there. All right, 1 more on this side. All right, so we got 4 out of that one. So we'll have a nice big fluffy bow here. And now we're going to do our 1.5 inch. I'm going to use the plaid first. And then these will be down 1/2 inch also. So these will be, let's see, I did 4.5, so these will be 4. We will also do 2 loops on each side with this. So you can see the amount of ribbon that you get gives you plenty to do everything you need to do with it. And then our last ribbon is our candy stripe. And this has got the glitter on it. Memphis, Tennessee, welcome. Okay, this one is going to be 3.5 inch loops. To be honest with you, Joanne, I don't know the names of the bows. I don't pay enough attention to know which bow is which. I just make however I like them. So I don't really know if I've ever made one or not. Probably not the proper way, at least. All right, so we did 4 loops of that. You know, I don't think I do either, Mary, but it just takes practice. I have a whole string of practice bows up on my wall over here. All right, so I'm going to cut this off at the 12, and then I'm going to use part of this to make a center loop. So I'm just going to take a little bit. It's probably about 3 inches. Fold it over and cut it off. And then we're going to gather it up, and we're going to put it in the center. And then I'm going to zip tie all this together, and hopefully it won't come apart on me. You'll also have an extra pipe cleaner or 2 in here. Thank you, Susan. To make your bow, to tie your bow on with. So I don't know, this pipe cleaner may not be long enough. Or this zip tie, wire tie. This wire tie may not be big enough for all this ribbon. If y'all didn't see the video with Susan and I, you missed a fun show. I had to re-watch it when I edited it to put it on YouTube. I can't even say the word. Edit it. And it's even funnier the second time, but watching it without sound is better because you can make up whatever we're saying, and it's hilarious. We were doing that night because it just was funny. But you should go back and watch that, and you'll understand about the wire ties. All right, let me get my pipe cleaners here. So we've got 2 pipe cleaners we're going to use just because we want to make sure we can get through all that mesh. We did. We were laughing at ourselves, making up things we were saying. It was just hilarious. I don't want to say we were slap happy, but you know. And there was no alcohol involved, guys. That was just us. I need to take a drink really quick. All right, I promise you we're going to get done with this really quickly once this bow gets on there. So I'm going to hold this and squeeze it just a little bit, and hopefully it will not come apart. But right where that indent is, from where those pegs were, is where I'm going to slide my zip tie, wire tie. I want it to go right in that center. I can't do it by hand because of the problems I have with my hand. Hopefully after I have the surgery, maybe that I'll be able to do bows with, you know, by hand better than what I can. All right, so I want to make sure that before I tighten that all of my loops are in the right position. They're not folded under anywhere. So this one's twisted under, so I want to make sure I twist it the right direction. Once I tighten this down, I'm not going to be able to move any of that stuff. Let's get this back on the front. Looks like it moved a little bit. There we go. All right, now I can tighten it down. But first, I need to put my pipe cleaner in. This is the part I usually forget. And this also, oh yeah, you need to go back and watch that. This also helps with the needles too, because the needles will help you if you forget to put it in. Once you get that zip tie on there and tighten it, and I've done that many, many times, your needle will go underneath that zip tie. I'm going to fold the end of the pipe cleaner because that wire is poking out and it's catching on everything. Come on. I do have carpal tunnel. I have it really bad in my right hand. Right now my hand is numb. It's always numb pretty much. But we're working on it. I just had an appointment yesterday, so hopefully soon we'll get it taken care of. The insurance has been dragging. Alright, so that's in there now. Pull this pipe cleaner through so that I have an even amount. Tighten this down a little more, and then we're going to pull these ribbons loops out. So I want to spread out these ribbons. I want to be able to see as many of them as I can. All right, let's get all these in place. Once I feel like I've got them all spread out enough, I will tighten it down the rest of the way. Get all my tails going here in the center, not I don't want them stuck up underneath my loops or off to the side. I want them all right in the center. Sorry, I know I'm holding that close to me. I do that all the time. I'm sorry. All right, and then now tighten this as much as you can. And then I have to use my pliers to get it tight. And then just cut off this excess zip tie. And I'm going to twist my pipe cleaner around so that gets on there. And then I can cut a little of this centerpiece off. I don't need that much of it sticking up. Make sure I don't cut my ribbons. There we go. So there's my center, and that's going to hide that zip tie right there. We're going to fluff this out. So you don't want to do too much fluffing because once you put it on the bow or on the wreath, you're going to have to fluff it again anyway. So we're just going to get it Spread out a little bit, and then we're going to attach it. Let me get rid of the bow maker. We don't need that anymore. All right, so we're going to take the needle. Okay, wow, that one is a little longer than the other one. We're going to take the needle, put these two ends in here, bend it over, and then this is going right in between the two ties. Don't go in where your ties are, go in between. Because if you go in where the ties are for your wreath, it's going to pull that down in the center. You don't want your bow to be pulled down in the center because it'll look like it's sunk in. Can't have that. No sunk in bows. And then put one tie around each side of the frame. See if I pull it tight, what happens? See how it pulls that down? Don't do that. Just let it lay on top. You want it tight enough that it doesn't flop around, but not too tight that it's sunk in. Hello, Lori. All right, so I'm going to tack this in the back. So again, this is a wreath kit, and if you're interested in purchasing this, you can find this in my shop at wreathdecorbydawn.com. You get your choice of signs. This is the first sign. This is the other sign you get to choose from. And I'll put this on in a few minutes so you can see what both of them look like. The tails, all they need to be done is dovetailed, and then I'll curl up the 1.5 inch. All right, let's put our gingerbread men on here real quick and we'll be done. And our candies, of course. All right, so you get 2 candy picks and you get the gingerbread pick. So these all come off. You can either pull them or you can cut them. I'm going to cut them. So you get 3 picks on one stem. And they're heavily glittered on both sides. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. We're almost done. And then the same with these picks. They have 4 pieces on each pick, and you can move them around wherever you want them. I'm not going to cut these off because I'll use the pick as one piece. But I will spread the candies out. And then we also have our little gingerbread cutout that we're going to use as well. So you really have 4 gingerbread men that we're going to put on here. So my glue gun is going already. And don't forget your bow. You can always add stuff to your bow. So we might take one of the little gingerbread men and have him in the bow right here. There's one. And then these 3 gingerbread men, we can always glue in the ties. Now don't forget I have to go back and take those, fold those pipe cleaners down. So there's one gingerbread man. Let's see where we're going to go with them. There's one. We can do one on the outside too. You don't have to have them all on the inside. You can have them sticking out there. Put another one over here. And then we'll take our candy pick and we're going to put one right here in the center. And I might move some of these around. That's why I'm not gluing them just yet. I'm looking to see where I'm going to put them. So there we go. That's the picks. I like the one gingerbread man in the bow. I do like that. So let's get this fluffed out. We can glue him in there. Let's see. Might take this one and move it over here. And these will be cut down too. Right now they're kind of long. Put that one there, and we can always put this one over here. So they don't have to be right in the center. Thank you. Trying to get this, there we go, right there. So what do you think of that? I'm liking that. Let me see if I want to move this gingerbread man here. No, I liked it better the first way I had it. So we can cut the sticks down on these so that they're not so long. I think I'm going to wait to glue them in, to be honest with you, because I want to, I need to go back and cut my ties down, and then I can glue them to the ties where the ties are. So I've got to cut those down first. All right, so there's the one sign. Let me show you really quick with the other sign. Let's take this one off. It'll take longer to take this off than it will to put the sign on. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. So I'm going to untie this really quick because I only twisted it around one time. There we go. And that's why those needles come in handy too, because I'll be able to put that other sign on with no problem as soon as I find my ties. There it is. I had my hand on it. Can't feel things when your hands are numb. The base mesh is a jute mesh. It's 10-inch mesh, cut at 30 inches. And it comes with 2 rolls in the kit. So you get everything here to make this kit, and then your choice of sign. This is the first sign, and I'm going to show you the second sign right now. All right, so this one comes off, and this one goes on. What did I do with my needle? See, I lost it already. It's here somewhere. So now with this one, we'll do the same thing. I'll just put it through here real quick. Those needles help it go right through. And what I'll do when I sell this wreath, I will put the sign on it, take a picture of it, take it off, put the other sign on it, take a picture of it, and list them both as separate listings. And then whichever one sells, then I can either make a second one or take the other listing down. Because you never know, some people might want the different sign than what you put on there. Alright, so I'm not tightening these up. I'm just tacking them in place so that I can show you real quick the different signs. And that's why I chose the ribbons and that I did, because I knew I was going to have the 2 signs. There's the other needle. So whichever one you like, you choose the sign you want when you buy the kit. So when I put these up before I bought the kits, everyone voted on which sign they liked. And the votes were actually split between the 2. Well, welcome, Donna. Thank you for joining me. Donna is a newbie, joining for the first time. Thank you so much. All right. Put this one down here. And then we'll just tack this one on. You guys like the first one? Yeah. Well, that's the nice thing about it, is that they can choose which sign they want for their kit. And like I said, it was split 50-50, so I went ahead and bought them both and let everyone decide what one they want. So all you have to do is choose which sign. So there's the second one. And I'll probably hang it up to see where I want these gingerbread men to go permanently. But for now, they're on there. So you can find this kit in my shop at wreathdecorbydawn.com. I also have some patriotic kits left if you're interested in another kit other than this one. But this is the Christmas kit. And I have several of them left. I've sold 2 of them this afternoon. So we still have plenty left. And then any signs that are left over, I will sell those with just the sign and maybe some ribbon. I'll get some more ribbon and sell those as a sign and ribbon kit with the extra signs that I have. Yep, everybody likes the first sign? Yeah. Well, it gives you a choice, like I said, so just everybody gets a choice as to what sign they'd rather have. But this way they can see what it looks like with both of them, and that can also help them to choose which one they like. So that's it, guys. So if you want to check out the kits, go to wreathdecorbydawn.com. If you're interested in the needles, you will find those there as well. Again, you get 3 for $5. That includes shipping. And then you get everything here to make this kit. And you get your choice of the one of the 2 signs. So we got that one, we've got this ribbon left, and then we have all this ribbon left. And we didn't have any of the plaid left over. Or did I lose it? Could be on the floor, who knows. So that's it, guys. So again, that's the kit. It's $49, it's in my shop. And it's the, $49 plus shipping. And you get all of this in here. No, I'm sorry, I do not ship to Canada at this time. I know that's an issue. I know that Canada has a lot of problems with getting things, and I'm sorry. So that is it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys watching so much. Don't forget to like and follow my page. If you're new, make sure you tell me where you're from. I do go back and welcome everybody individually. If I missed anybody on here, I'm sorry. I will go back and bows. What do you mean bows? But I will go back and answer any questions I might have missed. I might have answered them. I'll answer them again just because I don't remember. My hand itches. It's numb and it tingles and it itches. So that's it. If anybody has any questions, just leave them in the comments for me and I will get you those. Or I will get to those. If I can speak English tonight, well, that would really help. My bows. Oh, thank you, Susan. Everybody, please thank Susan for her help tonight. Please make sure you go over and like her page, AC Inspired Wreaths. AC Inspired Wreaths. Follow along with her. She does her lives on Saturday afternoon. And she's always here to help me out when I need it. And I really appreciate that. And all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. And as always, be safe.